What up, everybody? Lyric the Gaming here, back with another video, and yeah, we have another possibly disappointing patch, and I know it's gonna be fucking disappointing. But let's get into it, because I always see Dragapult as one of the Pokemon getting a buff. I can't stand it. Uh, but let's get into it. We have update details. We got shop updates, event updates, bug fixes, text fixes, balance adjustments, Chandelure ability infiltrator, special defense ignored per stack 2.5%, max 8 stacks to 5%, max 6 stacks. Flamethrower. Flamethrower, deal damage 8% increase, imprison cooldown 9.5 seconds to 8.5 seconds. Bruh, it's gonna be something. It's just gonna be. Why does it have to be the attackers? Of all the mons, it has to be the attackers. Possibly because it's in Groudon. I don't know, but I just this is gonna be too much fun. Chandelure has been struggling to make an impact lately. To boost its overall damage output, the special defense ignoring effect and infiltrator has been buffed, making it easier to stack while raising its maximum potential. Additionally, to compensate for its low mobility and fragility, the cooldown of imprison has been lowered to give it more frequent self-defense. Dragon Ball boosted attack damage 8% increase. Dragon Dance basic attack damage during the move 11%. Oh my god. Boosted attack damage during the move 20% increase. Oh my god. Shadow Ball, HP recovery 15% of max HP to 20% of max HP. The night move, Dreep and Destroy. That's a funny name. You can tell I never played Dragapult because I never heard of this name. Damage 8% increase. Dragapult's overall damage has been buffed to help it better capitalize on its high mobility and strong basic attacks. Furthermore, the HP recovery from Shadow Ball has been increased to better reward outplays when fighting at low health. There's a lot of freaking players who know how to fucking wield Dragapult well, and I honestly, I'm I'm just, man, it's gonna be insane. Dragonite, Dragon Dance, attack 8 increase per stack 8% to 10%. Hyper Beam, additional damage with Dragon Dance stack 5% of targets max HP to 6%. Additional damage with Dragon Dance stacks 10% to 12%. 3 Dragon Dance stack 15% to 18%. Why? Why? Hyper Beam is gonna be fucking insane. The damage cap against wild Pokemon remains unchanged. To ensure Hyper Beam feels like a truly devastating move, its base damage and the attack boost provided by Dragon Dance have both been buffed. Venusaur Sludge Burn special defense reduction 40% to 50%. Solar Beam again. Solar Beam, really? Solar Beam had been buffed, then nerfed, and now is buffed again. 8% damage increase. Solar Beam cooldown plus 8 seconds to 7 seconds. Unite move, Verdant Anger. Unite gauge energy requiring 10% decrease. To allow Venusaur to better utilize its strength and long range attacker, both Solar Beam and Sludge Bomb have been buffed. Oh, bruh. Suicune with his second buff. Stats. HP 6900 to 7200. Special defense 230 to 290. Whirlpool 10% increase. Ice Beam 10% increase. Honestly, Whirlpool, in my opinion, kind of needed it. Ice Beam, it should have been at least 5%, but not 10%. Suicune was taking too much chip damage from long range Pokemon, making it difficult to utilize its signature crowd control to help it trade damage with special attack heavy opponents. Its special defense and mid to long range damage have been buffed. Honestly, this one is kind of fair. I've played Suicune so much, it's kind of fair. Its basic attack is the weakest, honestly, of all of its moveset, honestly. Surfetch, Leaf Blade, damage 10% decrease. Okay. The tech, cooldown 7 seconds to 8.5 seconds. Brutal Swing, it got a buff and a nerf. Brutal Swing damage 12% increase. Following the recent cooldown reduction buff, Surfetch was gaining too much invulnerability. In the late game, the tech has been nerfed with a longer cooldown to keep it in check. Damn, trying to keep that whole check, right? To balance out its kit. Leaf Blade's damage has been nerfed, while Brutal Swing has been buffed to make it more valuable option. Mega Lucario close combat adjustment, while Mega Evolve to the move's cooldown is now reduced only when hitting Pokemon from the opposing team. Okay, that's fair. Mega Lucario's ability to spam close combat on wild Pokemon allowed it to defeat boss Pokemon far too quickly. That is true. That is so fucking true. The cooldown reduction will now only trigger against opposing Pokemon. Keeps its team fight strength intact while slowing down its speed when taking down bosses. That's fair. And they finally nerfed Meow. Feint attack, shield amount 15% decrease, furry swipes, cooldown 5 seconds to 5.5 seconds, damage 10% decrease, unite move gold coin barrage, 10% damage decrease. Feint attack and fury swipes were dealing too much damage for low risk, sure hit moves. Combined with excellent self-sustain, Meowth was simply too safe to fix its risk versus reward ratio. Yup, pay to play. Its overall damage and shielding from feint attack has been nerfed. Zapdos, was expecting it. Zap Cannon 12% decrease, discharge 15% decrease. I wasn't expecting it, but it is what it is. Zapdos has been dominating the early game with discharge and maintaining too much pressure mid to late game with Zap Cannon. Both moves have been nerfed to reduce its damage output. Fair. Vaporeon. Now this was the unexpected one. Hydro Pump 12% damage decrease. Unite move Submarine Splash. No, Aquamarine Splash, my bad. Damage 10% decrease. For a defender specializing in disruption and setting up plays, Vaporeon was dealing entirely too much damage. Its Unite move and Hydro Pump has been nerfed accordingly. And for the bug fixes, Meowth's feint attack plus trigger twice upon dealing damage. The cooldown of Mega Gyarados Waterfall was shorter than Gyarados, where cooldown reduction effects were not applying to Dragapult's Unite move. Meowth's Payday, Suicune's Ice Beam, and Suicune's Icy Wind fixed an issue where the cooldown reduction for Zapdos Thunderbolt Plus failed to trigger upon knocking out an opposing Pokemon. Well, I guess this is a shock for me personally because that's one of my shocking downfalls. I mean, Vaporeon is kind of fun. It's fun to play with. Never tried Hydro Pump. Definitely kind of stuck with the Muddy Water Aqua ring. And shocking out of all, Meowth. And the worst of all, honestly, is the Venusaur. I think that shit's going to be busted. Dragapult is going to be fucking insanely fucking busted. And I'm happy actually for the Suicune. I'm actually happy. But I ain't got to deal with it for the next, what, less than 30 days because I've already fucking reached Legend. So, your thoughts in the comment section down below. Oh, man, I will be dropping some more Pokemon Unite news soon. So check it out, y'all. Peace.